Hey guys, good morning. It's Scott from scottmillerguitar.com. Guys, I'm so super freaking pumped today. This is my very first YouTube Live ever. Backstory. So I've been teaching guitar for 26 years. I have my own private music school in Salt Lake City. I toured the world with country legend Colin Ray. Maybe you guys have heard of him. Sold millions of records. I toured the world with him in 2008, 2009. Many of you guys on YouTube, thank you for the follows, the likes, the shares, the comments. You guys are also, you follow me on my Facebook page, which is just facebook.com/Scott Miller Guitar. And for those of you on there, you know that I've been doing these guitar tips of the day ever since February 1st, 2017. So what I thought was 26 years of teaching, 30 years of playing in bands, and I have a band called Metro Music Club. We tour around the world and et cetera. But I thought, in addition to YouTube videos, I'm going to start doing like guitar tips of the day on Facebook. And so again, you can just find full versions over there. It's just Scott Miller Guitar on Facebook, right? And so I started doing tips of the day, everything from like, here's my Taylor acoustic, and I have Tom Anderson electric guitars. We talked about amps and pedals and strings and picks and tuners and everything. We even mentioned some personal development stuff, gave some funny stories, but I've been taking those FB Live videos and sharing them on YouTube. And I thought just yesterday, wait a minute, let's try YouTube streaming. Let's try that. Guys, I'm super pumped about two things especially. Tomorrow night, and whenever you see this, I've now started doing these live weekly webinar guitar workshops. And so tomorrow night, Thursday, May 11th, 7 p.m. Mountain Time is our first ever live webinar workshop. It's totally free. I'll put a link tomorrow or today or tomorrow, like an email. You have to register for it, but it's totally free. Live workshop, goodies, freebies for everybody. It's going to be great stuff. And what else can I mention? Oh yeah, I'm going to also post a very brief survey. I'm talking about a 3-question survey you can take in 5 seconds. So what I'm asking is, which day of the week do you want your webinars on? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What time of day? Do you want the morning, afternoon, or night? We could go morning, afternoon, evening, late evening, whatever. And then also we could do 30 minutes, 60 minute, or even beyond. If you guys, one student said, Scott, as long as the content, as he said, is freaking amazing, let's just keep going. So let me know 3 questions and I'll post the link for the survey below. So guys, let me give you some stuff that I was giving some students on Facebook and Twitter and on Instagram. By the way, thank you for the follows, the likes, the shares, and the love. My handle is always just Scott Miller Guitar, right? So if you go with Facebook is Scott Miller Guitar, YouTube is obviously Scott Miller Guitar, Instagram is Scott Miller Guitar, Twitter is Scott Miller GTR, so anyway, my message says poor connection. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to stop this, so let's just keep going. So let's try this. I'm going to give you some stuff what I gave to other students. Let's talk about notes on the neck. So first things first, we're going to talk about fundamentals. And guys, before you get into all the harmonics, chords, strumming, finger style, scales, solo, or before we get into all that stuff, let's learn some notes on the neck, just solid fundamentals, right? So let's talk about it in music. And those of you who have been playing guitar forever, or maybe some of you just started, but check this out. It doesn't matter if you've had piano lessons or not, but a lot of the students who've had piano privately have known these things before they started the guitar. So as you might know, we have 7 notes in music, don't we? We have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And those are called natural letters. Why are they called naturals? Because they're not coupled or joined with a flat, right? So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And let's talk about string names on the guitar. Some have said, wait a minute, so we have 7 notes in music, we only have 6 strings. So maybe we're using 6 of those notes. We're actually not, are we? We're using 5 of the letters because 2 of those notes in music we do not use for strings. And so let's talk about this. So there's an A note in music, there's an A string on the guitar. It's the 5th string open, right? Okay. There's a B string in music, excuse me. And by the way, I never have to scratch my face until I go live, and then I'm always doing this. So there's a B note in music, and there's a B string on the guitar, string 2, right? Well, there's no C string on the guitar. There's a D note in music, there's a D string on the guitar, it's open 4th. And you guys probably already know this, but this is a hang up for many. There's not only an E, there's 2 E's, right? It's the high E and the low E. There's no F string, but there is a G string at string 3. So one of the first things I would say, 7 natural letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Those are naturals because they're not joined with a sharp or a flat. We take 5 of those letters for names of the guitar strings. We have the A, the B, the D, 2 E's, and a G, right? So I would say memorize the strings low to high, E, A, D, G, B, E, and then go high to low, E, B, G, D, A, E. And a lot of times, don't you think like teachers and guitar players assume that everybody knows the same stuff? Some things I need to remember to tell is the first string is the highest or thinnest. The sixth string is the lowest. Beginning students often, that's a hang up for them, but maybe not for you guys. Okay, so let's talk about this. Okay, so let's talk about 2 important terms in guitar. Do you guys know what an interval is? It's simply the distance between 2 notes, right? The 2 most common intervals in guitar, whole steps and half steps. And this is so cool when you start to play scales. You need to know whole steps and half steps because that's where most scales, they're comprised of half steps, whole steps, or a combination of the 2, whole steps and half. So let's talk about this. You have 7 pairs in music. You have A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, F to G, and G to A. 7 pairs. Can you see 7? Did you know 5 of those pairs are whole steps or 2 frets apart? They are A to B, C to D, D to E, F to G, and G to A. Well, that means the other 2 pairs, did you guys know this? B to C and E to F, those are only 1 fret apart, which we call a half step. So let's do this. Grab your guitar, go to the 6th string, 5th fret, and go up. And I should tell you this, if you go up this, like if you're playing low and you go towards the sound hole, then that is a whole step. I'm so sorry, that's going up the neck, right? If you're down here, for instance, it doesn't matter where you are. If you're going towards the sound hole, you're going up the neck. If you're going towards the headstock, you're going down the neck, right? So here we go like this. Up the neck versus down the neck, right? So do this with me. Go to your 6th string, 5th fret, and go up 2 frets. That's up a whole step, right? We'll go back to the original 6th string, 5th fret, and go down 2 frets. By the way, it's so crazy. When I'm on Facebook and then Instagram and then Twitter, and now YouTube, I don't know if it looks like I'm a lefty. I'm a right-handed guitar player. Facebook and Instagram make me look like I'm holding a left-handed guitar, but Twitter, Periscope, was the only platform that made it look like a right-handed guitar player, which I am. So I have no idea what this is going to look like, but I get questions all the time. Scott, are you left-handed? Absolutely not. So it just looks that way with the camera on the mobile. Okay, so what else can we talk about? Let's talk about half steps, right? So if a whole step is 2 frets in either direction, a half step is 1 fret in either direction. So do this with me. Go to your 6th string, 5th fret, and go up 1 fret. That's a half step. Go back to the original, and go down 1 fret. That's a half step down. Okay. So just remember that, guys. Like B to C and E to F are naturally occurring half steps. They're just 1 fret apart. So if you ever find your a B note on the neck, C is 1 half step higher. So one thing I want to leave you with before we jump off is just to show you some notes on the neck. And if it's too fast, you can rewatch it and stuff like that. I'm going to show you all of the A notes on the guitar from open to 12. Here they are: 6th string, 5th fret, 5th string open, 12th fret on the same string, next string is 7, next is 2, next is 10, and next is 5. I'm going to play whole notes, meaning I'm going to count to 4 and then just hold the notes 4 times. 1, 2, 3, like this. We have 5, next is open. I'll go faster on the next ones. Go to 12, same string, next is 7, go to the 2, go to the 10, go to the 5. And you can turn it around and go backward. Well, let's do the B's. Guys, we said A to B is 2 frets, so if you know where the A's are, then you're going to know where the B's are. And by the way, I'm trying to do this video fast, but I've said to students, if you're going to play guitar 5 to 7 days a week, and you're going to play for the rest of your life, and you should, all right? Take your time with learning these notes and get it right. If you master the A notes, take your time on that and then just learn it. And then when you're ready, go to the B's, C's, D's, E's, F's, G's, etc. By the way, this is a live video. I hear someone trying to come into my studio. I'm going to keep going, and I might exit when I hear someone knocking on my door. So sorry. It's live, guys. So let's do the B's quickly. I'll give you the frets. So the B's on the guitar are from low to high: 7, 2, 9, 4, string 2 is open, and 12, and 7. Here we go. Bottom, 2, 3, 4. We have 7, 2, 9, 4, open, 12, and 7. Let's do the C notes. And of course, this is live. Someone's knocking on my door. Come in, please. Come in, please. Okay, now we're going to do the C notes. Okay, so we have the 8th fret on the guitar. Shh, I'm live on a video, buddy. Okay, please come on. This is live. Remember that video that went viral where there was a guy who's a broadcaster and his kid walked in the room? And I had one of those happen on FB Live. Yep, this is my son, Jackson. This is real. This is live. Hey, Jackson, there are millions of guitar players watching this video, so I need to finish it, okay? So here goes the C notes. We're going to go 8, 3, 10, 5, 1, and 8. So this was not planned, I promise you. Here we go. Bottom, 2, 3, C. We have 8, 3, 10, 5, 1, and 8. Let's do the D's. We have low string is 10, next string is 5, next is open, next is 12, next is 7, next is 3, and then we have 10. Bottom, 2, 3, 4. We have 10, 5, open, 12, 7, 3, and 10. A couple more. The E is low E, 12th fret on the same. Next string is 7, next is 2, next is 9, next is 5, open, and 12. Bottom, 2, 3, 4. We have open, 12, 7, 2, 9, 5, open, and 12. Let's do the Fs. We have 1 per string up to the 12 frets. Low string 1, and then we have 8, and then we have 3, and then we have 10, and then we have 6, and then we have 1. Who is that? Cool, Mr. Scott. Did you see my son walk in? This was live. This wasn't planned. I didn't exit the video like, let's just keep going, right? Okay, so here we go on the Fs. 2, 3, 4. We have 1, 8, 3, 10, 6, and 1. Let's do the Gs, and let me get you caught up where we are on FB and Instagram. The B flats, and we're going to sign off for today. Here are the Gs. Low string, 3rd fret. Next is 10. Next is 5. Next is open, and 12. Next is 8, and next is 3. Bottom, 2, 3, 4. We have, that is so cool. Hi, Jackson. Nice to meet you. That's right. Bottom, 2, 3, 4. We have 3, 10, 5, open, 12, 8, and 3. Sorry, my little guy distracted me. Let's give you the flats. Okay, we're going to do B flat today. In the next few days, we'll give you D flat, E flat, G flat, and A flat. And guess what? You will have mastered the guitar, guys. It's one of those things where if you can learn the names of the strings, learn those same open strings are duplicated at the 12th fret. Learn whole steps and half steps like I'm teaching you. Learn the notes on the neck. Guys, it's going to be so cool. It doesn't matter. Someone says play A minor 11. Obviously, you need to know the theory, like what notes make up a minor 11th, right? And but knowing the notes on the neck, what if I said to you, we're going to play C major chords, C, E, G, in different shapes or inversions. Look at this. Those are just various combinations of C, E, G. So do you see, if you know the theory and you know the notes in the neck, it's so easy. You don't have to worry and hunt and scratch your head and say, I don't get this. It can be so simple. Like I've heard a lot of people say, theory is going to slow me down, make me sound cold and calculated. I promise you the theory will help you in a lot of ways. And I'm exiting these messages here. Okay, so let's quickly sign off because of calls are coming in, people knocking at the door. Let me give you the B flats. Okay, low 6 string, 6th fret. Next is 1. Next is 8. 1 per string, guys. Next is 3. Next is 11. And next is 6. Here we go. Bottom, 2, 3, like this. We have 6, 1, 8, 3, 11, and 6. Guys, please join me tomorrow night. I refuse to delete these videos. This is real, guys. My wife is texting. My son is knocking on the door. I'm getting all these messages from Instagram. People are liking these posts, which I appreciate. So tomorrow night, Thursday, May 11th, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, please join me. I will put a link so you can register for it completely free. First webinar, live guitar workshop. It's going to be it's going to be awesome, and I want you to attend. You can only have 100 attendees. If you're 101, you get kicked out. You can do the next one and the next one. I'm going to be doing these every single week, free live webinars. But I want you to do this one. It's going to be so much fun. So 2 things. Look out for the email today, the email link where you register for the webinar. And 2, please take the survey. I created a simple 3-question survey. And what is it? It's 3 questions, and you could take it in 5 seconds. Which day do you want the webinars on? We can go webinars Monday through Saturday. It's funny that hundreds of people have taken the survey, and the majority are going with either Thursday or Saturday. And then I'm asking what time of day. Do you want morning, afternoon, evening, late evening? And they're saying, let's go 7 p.m. at night or 10 a.m. in the morning. So let me know what you prefer. And we can do 30 minutes, we can do 60 minutes. We can go as long as you want, as long as we're giving good content, right? So that's it. That's all I have for today. I think I usually try to play out and play something. What can I play? I'll just jam for a minute, maybe some bluesy stuff. But guys, please join me tomorrow night's webinar, and it's going to be freaking amazing. Love you guys. Thanks for the follows, the shares, likes, comments, the engagement. So great. I'm just going to play for a minute and sign off for this first ever YouTube Live. Thank you guys. Be good. We'll see you soon. And Jackson, say goodbye.